Have you ever wondered how a simple idea, like sending disappearing photos, could turn into billions? Well, meet Evan Spiegel, one of the youngest billionaires in tech history. Evan Spiegel was born in Los Angeles, California, into a well-educated family. But even with advantages, success didn't just fall into his lap. As a teenager, Evan showed early signs of creativity and curiosity. He loved technology, design, and finding new ways to connect people. While most students were focused on school dances and homework, Evan was already thinking about innovation. Later, he attended Stanford University, one of the top schools in the country, and that's where things really started to change. While studying product design, Evan noticed something interesting about how people communicated, especially young people. They wanted to share photos quickly, but they didn't always want those photos to last forever. Let's be honest, sometimes you send a photo you don't want living on the internet forever. That simple observation sparked a powerful idea. Together with classmates, Evan helped create an app that allowed users to send photos that disappeared after being viewed. At first, many people didn't take the idea seriously. Some even laughed at it. They thought, who would want photos that disappear? But Evan believed in the idea. And belief, combined with persistence, can change everything. The app was first called Peekaboo, but it was later renamed Snapchat. And once it launched, something amazing happened. Young users loved it. The disappearing messages made communication feel more fun, more private, and more natural. It quickly became one of the most popular apps among teenagers and young adults. But success didn't come without pressure. At one point, Facebook reportedly offered to buy Snapchat for $3 billion. Now imagine that moment. You're young, you're running a fast-growing company, and someone offers you $3 billion. Most people would have said yes instantly. But Evan Spiegel said no. That decision shocked many people. Some called it risky, others called it foolish. But Evan believed Snapchat could become something even bigger, and he was right. Snapchat kept growing. New features were added, stories, filters, lenses, turning the app into a creative platform, not just a messaging tool. Soon, millions, then tens of millions, and eventually hundreds of millions of users joined. Snapchat became a cultural phenomenon. Today, Snapchat is used by people all over the world, and Evan Spiegel became one of the youngest self-made billionaires. But here's the real lesson from Evan's story. It wasn't just about technology. It was about understanding human behavior. He didn't invent photography. He didn't invent messaging. He simply noticed how people wanted to communicate and built something around that idea. That's the power of observation. Sometimes the biggest opportunities are hiding in everyday problems. Another powerful lesson? Confidence. Turning down billions of dollars takes courage. But believing in your long-term vision can sometimes lead to even greater rewards. So what can we learn from Evan Spiegel? First, don't ignore simple ideas. Second, don't fear criticism. And third, sometimes the biggest risks create the biggest rewards. Because remember, every empire starts with an idea, even one that disappears in seconds.